Have you seen Mao playing Valorant?
I was good for
Oh, man.
4. What is my team doing?
I felt it in my soul when he said that.
How much more do I have to do? I think that's one of the ones I whip out a lot. How much more do I have to do for this team? They're all dog. And Vale's on my team.
Also-
Like, but I'm part of your team. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome, guests, to Sinister Sips, a dastardly debriefing where we spill the tea. We are the VTuber villain group Hysteria, and we will be your host this evening. Hello, everyone. My name is tempomaou. I'm a Demon Lord VTuber that specializes in competitive games, but I like social games as well.
Hello, my name is corvuskuro, and I like to keep a healthy schedule.
Hi guys, my name is anjuvalse. I usually play FPS games, and yeah, I'm currently grinding Apex.
Hello, I'm Mikaru, and I currently grinding IDV, but I play other games as well.
Getting right into the first topic of today's episode, of course, we have highlight and lowlight of the week. Anything cool you want to talk about? Anything bad that happened this week? I'll start. So, as of recording, this is the Sunday after my summer Donathon stream event. It went super well, and I had a lot of fun gaming, including Hysteria's first ever gaming Gauntlet, and the first ever time we played League and Valorant with each other. Not only on stream, but just in general, so that was a lot of fun.
It was a
Yeah, that was actually
milestone.
fun.
Yeah, we started with TFT, and we bottom fragged a couple rounds, but then Kuro pulled through for us on the third game, and we got out of the TFT hell. I actually thought we were going to be there a little bit longer.
W Kuro, actually.
Jungle is us.
Someone has to do it. Honestly,
Yeah.
like, I hate it when the person who's jungling, like, doesn't know what they're doing. Like, oof.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too rough, because you just lose every objective, no one's ganking, like, every lane's losing, there's no help, like, game turns are terrible, like, I don't know. I'd rather have someone
Easiest-
who knows what they're doing.
That's true, because jungle is the easiest to point fingers at, too. Like, they're just so ready to take the blame as soon as anything goes wrong. But we weren't going to do that to Kuro, right? He was getting invaded by Wukong for, like, the first 6 minutes of the match.
Yeah,
I was
like,
saying, Mao, I was like, Mao, please help me.
I'm like, I'm coming. I gotta push this way first. I'll be right there, though, I promise. And then Wukong got greedy. We killed him in our jungle, and you got the blue. Mental saved.
Yeah.
Entire game was saved from that one moment.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, okay, well, I'm good now.
Yeah, prior to that, Kuro was growling on the mic. I could hear it. He was like, "Arr, this Wukong, arr."
conveniently, the one lane that wasn't winning was our solo lane that wasn't one of the four of us.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
our random was throwing. Ambessa versus Mordekaiser. She was 0-5 at like 9 minutes. It was kind of
Yeah.
rough.
I was a little worried.
She died, TP'd back top, died again. Never something you want to see out of your top laner.
Definitely not.
But
No.
yeah, after League, then we played a Valorant game. So how we feeling about that Valorant game? Because that almost went to like final 2 rounds. It was close. It was tough. We also had a shit-talking Jet on the enemy team that was smurfing. So it was kind of booming our random's mental as well and making us play a little bit worse, but that was a bit stressful. But I think overall the entire gauntlet is like, this is how I summed it up, is Kuro was highlighted during the TFT game by getting us out. Anju and Hikaru were highlighted in the League of Legends game because you smashed bot lane. You had the highest score
Yeah.
combined, and then I top fragged in Valorant, so each of us had like our own moment to shine, and I think that's really poetic. It was something that was really cool to see in retrospect after the gauntlet was over.
I did not expect to shine in League. I'll say that much.
Yeah, you were like 9-0 or something. That was crazy.
Yeah, you both crushed
First game
bottom.
back.
Mm-hmm.
It was because
I think
Hikaru was on
that-
support.
I think that Jinx ended up rage quitting. Then the Alistair, everyone wanted to report Alistair. That was really funny.
That was. You made their bot lane basically give up.
It was literally because the Alistar would engage,
Mhm.
and Hikaru would say, yeah, and would just walk towards the Jinx. That was it.
Alistair would fight Anju, and then I would be fighting Jinx. But I'm a mage, so I get the
Mhm.
win.
Oh yeah, you always win that trade. Like out DPS 3 times over. Because Alistar is just kind of like a nuisance early game. He just kind of like sticks to you like a mosquito. But you don't do that much damage, yeah. So you just kept working the
Hurts
Jinx.
a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot early game.
Would you want to do it
Go
again?
ahead. Yeah, actually, yeah.
You want to play League again?
Unironically. I'd be down.
I felt it. I felt the energy after we finished the battle, actually. I was like, wait, hang on a second. Everybody is like feeling good at the moment. Like if I suggest League right now, I think it could actually work. Like, and then-
Oh my god.
and then I got the game that I needed. You know, like oh my gosh, like first time in like 2 years that I've known Mao. First time that like I started hanging out with Anju before even Apex. Like this is our first time playing League. Wow, this is crazy. This is amazing. This feels really good.
It was such a momentous occasion for him. You know what? I feel like I accidentally stole Kuro's highlight of the week. I feel like playing League with him might have been the highlight, and now I feel bad.
You can share highlights, right?
Of course, of
Yeah,
course.
I got highlights.
Yeah, we handshake emoji, if that's one of them. That makes me happy. I'm glad that Anju pitched it and that we did it during my event. I think it was a lot of fun for all of us and also the viewers as well. Seemed like everyone was like super on board with it. So if you wanted to do it again, I would run it back. Also, with more games in the future. However you want to do it. I thought that was super cool. And you're right, the energy after was so sick because we're like, let's go, we won the gauntlet. I don't know, it's kind of like an adrenaline moment. Like we just won like a tourney or like a mini tourney.
Yeah, and I feel like everything that was running through Anju's head was just, thank God no more TFT.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, oh my god, just please, no more
I just
TFT.
remember him crashing out in every
Second
TFT
game, second game, we're on like the first round. He's like, guys, it's cooked, I'm done. Just go next.
It was
Kinda
so
glad I said
bad.
that.
Yeah.
Like nothing was working out for
Mhm.
me, especially because I was like getting ganked by IRL stuff as well. So I have to like run back and forth.
Mm-hmm. I remember the moment you mental boomed was when me and Kuro both realized we were playing a similar comp because
Dude.
we were both
Yeah.
teching like exotech, and we were both like playing different parts of it. And then Anju just mental boom, smashed the desk. Like it's cooked, guys. It's already a go next. We're going 3 games, going 4.
Yeah, we're
Gonna be here all night. It was so me and Kuro are trying to play the round. I'm trying to read every single trait, every ability, because it's my first time playing the TFT set. And Anju is just mid crash out every round. I was
'Cause
dying.
I remember Mal saying, okay guys, the only thing we have to do is not play the same thing, and if one of us is going to die, we just grief the rest of the lobby, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, that's a solid plan. Then into game 2, like everybody's like locked in, it's super quiet. And I'm like, okay guys, what are you guys playing this time? And I don't remember what I was playing. I was just trying to make something work, right?
Mhm.
And then I hear Kuro and Mal say the same thing, and they're like, oh.
Yeah, we're all going Exotech.
I just hear them go, oh, and I'm like,
What do you mean? Oh,
yeah.
God.
I was like, no way. It's cooked. We're gonna play another game of TFT. No. We've been at this for an hour already. We're never gonna see Valorant.
True. Picking TFT as the first is like, we're going to suffer the RNG, but we're also going to suffer that being the biggest time sink of the gauntlet, since each one is like 40 to 45 minutes to get first, depending on how strong the lobby is. And that was something that we were just committed to at that point, because Kuro was like top guy the entire lobby. But when he won and we knew that we had a sweet release and we're going to go play a different game, that was also part of the experience.
Yeah, it was definitely a good choice to pick TFT first. So much RNG involved.
Yeah.
Actually, we would have had to run the gauntlet back like 3 times.
If you think about it, you're right. If we did it that way.
I feel like even more because then we wouldn't have like those like 2 TFT games to kind of warm up or like know we're going into.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have been going into TFT code every time we had to win a League game and a Valorant game.
I don't
We
know.
also almost lost at that Valorant game.
We did. It was close. We were like
It was, like,
3 rounds away.
9-9.
Yeah. It was like a 3-round diff when we ended up winning. They were at like 9 or 10 round win. So it was way too close. Way too close. Because if we were to run the gauntlet again, we would be tilted playing TFT. If one of us magically makes it through, I'm pretty sure we're still going to keep that tilt into the next league game. And then once we get back to Valo, we are so cold as well. Like, I feel like that would have been the doomed timeline, because we would have just tilt played Valorant, wide swung everything like you were mentioning, Anju. I think we would have just been cooked.
It would have been horrible. I was also lagging, bro. It was so bad during that Valor game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you were like 200 ping.
But we made it work.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They were kind of running our pockets in B. I remember it was me and Crow trying to hold it.
No, it was because that one guy, like, also, like, when we were attacking, you just kept deciding to go to the right side. I don't know, the A side?
Mm-hmm.
You just kept going, like the guy with the fedora.
Cypher. Yeah,
Oh,
Cypher.
Cypher.
He
Yeah,
kept
Cypher.
defaulting
Yeah.
A. I'm like, guys, we cannot keep pushing A. They had like they had it 4 stacked because there was one round where me and Anju were lurking B, and we just walked onto site because there was no one there. It was like 3A, 2 mid.
Yeah.
They were ready for
Jesus
us,
Christ.
but Cypher just kept going.
The next time we run the gauntlet, we have to make it so we have to win ranked games. I think that would be more
No.
interesting.
Oh, we're running it again.
I can see Mouse face just
It has
being
to
torn apart.
be a ranked game of TFT, a ranked game of League, a ranked game of Valorant.
I don't know if you can even queue together.
So
Yeah.
it's probably not a great time to announce my termination and leaving of Hysteria. It was a good run, boys. It was super fun. I wish you the best. And for my low light of the week, it's basically transitioning into rainy season. So now like power is gonna go out more often, and the internet becomes spotty around this time of year. Being in Florida, it's like absolutely miserable. I'm hit by tropical storm after tropical storm like every other week. So not really looking forward to that. And as we get into like July, August, it actually just gets so much worse. I don't know why people live in Florida.
For my highlight, I think for this last week, I've been having a pretty good sleep schedule, guys.
There it is.
I've been waking up before 12 p.m. every day, other than today because I was drinking yesterday. And I
Holy.
slept for like 13 hours. But yeah, pretty good.
Don't relapse.
Yeah, low light of the week is I woke up at 1 p.m., 1:30 p.m. today, and I'm not very sleepy. And it might be doomed for next week, guys.
It's cooked.
Yeah, the cycle continues.
I'll have to update you guys on Tuesday during DND.
The Monday
Don't-
doesn't
don't-
exist.
Yeah, don't relapse on Tuesday. We need you awake at.
No, I'm sure I'll be awake before 7 p.m. Like it wouldn't be that bad.
Surely.
I'll have to take like
Currently.
I feel like every day I sleep an hour later. So if I'm waking up at like 1 today, I'll wake up at 2 p.m. tomorrow and then 3 p.m. the day afterwards. So it'll take at least like 5 or 6 days until I wake up at 7 p.m. That's if things really shit hits the fan, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that it doesn't.
Yeah, I messaged you yesterday. I said, "What are you up to?" Let me look.
Oh, I remember this. I was like 3 a.m. I think.
I messaged him at 12:34.
Oh.
What you up to, big dog? An hour later, he messages me, drunk. Drunk.
I couldn't type. We were watching John Wick, and I was just drinking. Like Hachi and I were saying, like, Hachi, every time if you kill someone, we have to take a sip.
You guys are.
And then like 12 people died like in the next like 5 minutes.
That is
not
crazy.
even. And then I backed out. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, no, because that's alcohol poisoning, any percent speed run.
Actually, it's like playing Thunderstruck. Have you guys played Thunderstruck?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't know what that is.
Not.
Do you guys know the song, the AC/DC song?
Mhm.
Yeah, every time that he says Thunderstruck, you have to start drinking, and you can't stop until he says Thunderstruck again.
You can't
Oh.
stop drinking?
Yeah. Yeah, so he's Thunderstruck, you start drinking, and then when he says it again, you stop. And then when he says it again, you start drinking until he says it again, and then you stop.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun
Bro, he
challenge.
says he says Thunderstruck, and then there's like 10 lines where he doesn't say Thunderstruck.
Yeah,
and then he
there's
starts
one
saying
that's really
Thunderstruck
bad.
like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
Yeah, exactly. That's Thunderstruck.
So just like 5 minutes of hell, and then what happens after the 5 minutes of Thunderstruck?
You're drunk. You're fucked up. You're
Okay.
good for the night.
Alright, what's your highlight and low light, Andrew?
My highlight is playing League with you. No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
No! You
I'm
could
kidding,
just
I'm kidding.
lied, dude.
My highlight is my friend, one of my close friends that I've known since kindergarten. He's gonna be a father. He's gonna be a dad, so I'm going to officially be Unk
Oh, let's go.
very, very soon.
Yeah, congrats to him. I was about to say congrats to both of you, but that doesn't sound right. It sounds like you're also in
That'd
charge
be
of
a
the
little
child.
weird. Yeah. So yeah, that was. I went to see them yesterday.
hmm
It's been a while since I've seen the boys from school. They're all doing well. One of them got super, super drunk. It was funny. He was saying the most random shit. And of course, I had to take care of him, which sucked because he's the drunk type that doesn't listen, like the stubborn type. Like, okay, dude, I think it's time to drink water. He's like, nah, more
Mhm.
drinks. Like, fuck,
Mhm.
man.
He's there for the
But yeah.
long con.
Yeah,
As long as
it
he
was-
doesn't throw up, I think it's fine.
he did.
Oh, okay, then it's not really fine.
It was pretty bad, but it was not in front of everybody, thankfully. Because of me, I saved them. Fuck.
Good guy, Andrew.
I had to push him to the bathroom. He didn't want to go in either. I was like, dude, I think you need to go in. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, and I just shoved him inside. And then I left. And I told somebody else, okay, he's in the bathroom. I did my job. I did my part. Somebody else take care of him. And yeah, it was good. And for my low light, what would my low light be? I had to reroll 31 times approximately in this godforsaken gacha game to get one unit.
No. They got your ass 31?
Yes.
Oh,
31
Lord.
rerolled accounts. I've spent like, this is my third day rerolling. But I got the account. W eventually, but it's still an L to have to waste that much time just to play the game.
Mm-hmm. So, not only theory, but it's like relatively proven. Do you want to give context on why you're rolling so many accounts for like the blessed one for anyone who doesn't know of the strategy for gacha gamers?
Sure, I can explain rerolling very easily. So, the way gacha games work is they're all out to shaft you. They want your money in your wallet. And gacha games, the way they're designed is you have different characters with different abilities, and whether you like it or not, there's always going to be a character that just stands out above everybody else. Like, they're just too good. They're defined as meta characters that you need. Well, you don't need them, but they're like just good characters for any comp that you run for anything, for PvP, PvE, bosses, guild wars, whatever. They're just like the best character overall. So instead of leaving it up to luck, what free-to-play players usually do is whenever a new gacha game is released, they usually come out with like very generous rewards, like, I don't know, 20 free pulls in your mail for everybody, because we made it. A lot of people signed up for the game or like pre-registered, so here's rewards to everybody. So what you do is you start a new account, you play through the tutorial or like the initial part of the game until the mailbox becomes available. You claim all of the rewards, then you immediately go to pull. You do as many pulls as you can. If you did not get the character that you were going for, which in my case was the character that's supposedly the best in the game, you close the account, you back out, you make a new one, and you do it all over again until you hit the character, until you get the character. That
So
way,
you have to have like 31 emails?
you can do that, or you can use the salted email method. The way it works with salted emails is, say your email account is corvuskuro@gmail.com. If you do corvuskuro +1@gmail.com, it'll still send an email to your actual Gmail, but it'll count as a different account.
Wait, what?
And that's how salted emails work. It doesn't work for all gacha games. Some gacha games have preventive measures against that, but this one didn't, so I didn't have to like make a million emails just to reroll. I just did salted accounts, so I got up to like +32 or something.
But you
So
would make a million emails if you had to.
Yes, exactly. 'Cause that is how rerolling is. Rerolling is a lifestyle.
Hardcore.
There's people that are like completely degenerate with it. They try to go for more than one good character, which to me is absolute insanity. On average, you would probably do around 40 rerolls to get the character that you want. If it goes up to like 60 if you're unlucky, it's like probably around 20 if you're lucky. But getting 2 really good characters, you're talking about like 200 rerolls on average or something like
Oh my
that.
god.
You're doing it all day, every day for a while, kind of like how people reroll for like shinies and things like that, like shiny starters in Pokemon. Like, you're gonna be there a hot minute.
Yes. Speaking of which, for this particular game, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 good accounts. So if anybody wants a good account for free for Etheria Restart, just shoot me a DM, give me your email, I'll line the account and you can play it. Because I did get really, really good accounts, just not the one that I wanted. And yeah, that's my low light, I suppose, and some explanation on rerolling for gacha games.
I could never do that.
Yeah, me neither. Especially
feel
for
like if I have-
I'm just gonna quit.
Bad RNG, I'm just shit, it's whatever. Maybe I'll get it in the next 10 pulls. But usually I do get pretty good luck when it comes to like the first 10 and first 20 pulls.
So for this game, there's like 8 units that are tier 0, which are like meta defining units. And one of the accounts that I got had 2 tier 0 characters. The one that I'm playing on right now only has one, but they weren't the character that I wanted, so I was like, just the fuck, I'll just save it and move on. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a dumbass, but dedicated dumbass, I suppose, in a way.
Got what you wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is my highlight and low light. The highlight is I finally finished loading in a bunch of stuff for our D&D channel, and that is ready to launch
Holy.
tomorrow, and I think I'm going to launch it tonight. So
Ooh.
on TikTok, it's Hysteria TTRPG. On YouTube, I think it's Hysteria underscore TTRPG. But the channel name is Hysteria D&D for right now. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. It's going to be great. They're all scheduled to post. I have to drop Limbus Company in terms of making content, because it's just too much work for, like, I love the community, I love the game, I love the story, but like the type of content you have to produce needs to be higher quality than I'm able to produce right now. Because like different things work better for different types of content, and this one you need, like, if you're like really good at art, really good at like research, I guess, then you'll do really well making videos for this one. But there's some content where it's like, oh, it's easier if you just do React content, where you just react to their stuff, or things that, like, if you're really good at the game, make instructional content is different things for different things. But for the type, like, reaction content doesn't really do well on Limbus Company. So I was like, ugh, the other one's too much effort. I'm still gonna play it, but yeah. Highlight, new channel, low light, drop to channel. I'm not dropping it completely. I'll probably post on it from time to time. But I have a good feeling about this one. This one, it's something we do consistently. Like Limbus Company, I'm not able to do consistently week to week because I'm so dependent on, like, did they do something this week or not? But this week, for D&D, it's like we do play every week, so it's very easy for me to just make something out of things that we're doing.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I think that, like, for the big sessions, I would really if I had more time, I would edit them down a little bit more cleanly. The same way you do the podcast, like you zoom in on people when they're talking and stuff like that. But it's very hard to do for 4 to 6 hour videos, especially when we got 6 of them.
And for the next segment for today's episode, we have: how would you survive a zombie apocalypse, and which of us would you want to take with you if you had to choose one? Kuro, go.
Wait, I blanked out.
Okay.
You don't want Kuro. You don't want Kuro.
I don't want Kuro. I don't want Kuro at all. Okay, Anju, go. How do you survive? What is, like, your tips and tricks for surviving zombie apocalypse, and who are you taking with you?
I need more information. I think that's the first step. What type of zombies are we talking about? What type of
Virus.
infection? Virus. Okay, how does it spread?
Bite.
Okay, bite. Where are we?
Rural area.
Forest, in a city, rural area. Okay. How fast are they?
Faster than you at max speed.
Or fucked.
What?
And so we're fucked.
Yep.
You can't be decomposing at the base. And just because you have a virus, you're somehow faster than people. Like, the bones are literally, like, degrading. Humans, like, we fall apart super easy. You can't tell me, like, the people whose faces are literally melting off are still able to run around faster than regular people.
That's one of the things that has been discussed a lot, I feel like, when it comes to zombies. Like, if the only form of sustenance they have is consuming others, then one, there would be no more zombies because you're eating the people that supposedly turn to zombies, and two, you would eventually they would just die. Like, they would cease to exist. So it's weird how bite zombies just come to be and how they sustain themselves. Which is the issue, I guess, that some people realize with Resident Evil, for example. Which is why they made it weird, where it's like a virus thing. They've transformed it from whatever it was in Resident Evil 4, which was like a plague, to whatever it was later on, which is like a goop, basically. Just a goop.
It was aliens.
Yeah, and I don't know. But there's other like ways of representing zombies that I found very interesting. For example, The Last of Us, where it's more like a spores type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
which would explain how the body is sustaining itself. You become more like a plant rather than something that needs to consume.
Mm-hmm.
They do kill you, and I don't know if they eat you, but I know that they're like it's supposed to be like what is it, mushrooms or something, fungi.
Mm-hmm. It's like more of a parasitic relationship.
Uh-huh. And they are fast, they're strong, they mutate and everything. It makes sense. But yeah, if it runs faster than me, if it through bites, we're in a rural area, then I believe the chances of survival at that point, they're really low.
Mm-hmm.
At least for the first couple of days. Because after that, maybe...
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you try to do? Like, if you hear about it or you know that it's happening, so you have like a bit of a jump start. They're not just already on top of you.
Bit of
And
a
like,
jump start.
yeah, let's say you're in a smaller city, maybe not something like super condensed like New York style, but like a city that has access to utilities, bunch of different stores, things like that. There are vehicles around. Like, what are your go-to strategies to maximize survival? Mm-hmm.
Go to the sea.
Go to the sea.
Yeah, they can't swim.
Interesting.
That's the one thing you can do. You go to the sea. You go to a big body of water.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can't swim.
Mm-hmm.
That's... Unless you tell me somehow they developed a way of like knowing how to swim and float, which I doubt, because one, they're dead. Two, they're supposedly to not breathing.
Mm-hmm.
And three, they just sprint at you full speed. They don't really swim.
Mm-mm. In this
They swim.
in this theoretical, that's a really good solution. Get like a big boat, get some gas, and just go out into the ocean.
Do they ever
pretty much.
jump? Is the virus capable of like jumping species?
Sure.
So if it like bites a fish, the entire ocean is just zombie fish.
No, I don't think that's not that. I don't think that's why. That's how
No,
it works.
let's do like zombie wildlife. But maybe not fish, because then, yeah, you're kind of fucked in the ocean.
Okay, yeah, but like, what about food and stuff? Like, are you just gonna eat fish all day? Like, are you just gonna eat fish 24? Like,
The thing is, the way that you have
the
to
rest
think
of your
about it is,
life?
the chances of you making it out of a supermarket with food are really low. You're probably just gonna get killed on the way out.
Right.
Not by zombies, by actual people.
That's true. Because of the panic, the mass hysteria. Oh, get it? Did it? Shh. I said the thing.
You
Roll
said it.
credits.
Yeah.
So the thing-
Cue the intro music.
Episode ends.
So yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
you're either going to die because of the people or because of zombies. Because either you hold something valuable or other people just don't want to die. So nobody's gonna think about you.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at COVID and what people did to the stores and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was nice to each other.
No,
People were
those-
just hoarding everything.
Especially for toilet paper. Remember that?
Yep. Yep. So yeah, don't trust anyone.
Mhm.
And if it's running and through bites, go to a body of water, a big body of water.
Mhm. Alright.
How you're gonna survive there, I don't know. I don't know how to fish, for example. So I have no idea. I just told you, hey, body of water is the best way to go. How I'm gonna make it after that, I have no idea. But that's step one at least.
That's right. Cross the bridge when we come to it. Which one of us are you taking with you for like survival skills?
I think we're chalked, guys. I just like tried running it through my head. I think the four of us have zero survival skills. I'm not gonna lie. Literally, I think we're all dead.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in Boy Scouts. Take me.
That's not bad. Hey, you
gonna
know,
help you in the middle of the ocean.
a decent resume. Yeah, how is that gonna help you in the ocean?
I think
I can make knots. I don't know how to make knots.
if you take Hikaru would make sure you don't trust anyone and would sacrifice people without looking back.
There we go.
He's like, oh, they're chasing us. He just pushes a random person into the zombie mass just to go.
Okay, yeah. So taking
Well,
someone
we're
for
alive. That's all that matters.
initiative or persuasion or social skills also are tangible ways to
Okay,
live
wait.
in the zombie apocalypse. It's not just
Hikaru would
survival.
have zero persuasion and negotiation skills.
That's true. We learned that in D&D. We did
He
learn
would
that.
keep you alive by pushing people into the mass of zombies and not caring about anyone else. But he would be terrible at negotiating. I think Mao would be really good at gaslighting people into helping you.
True.
he would convince people to get themselves into sticky situations and probably do things they shouldn't be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kuro just has natural riz, so everybody likes him, but that makes him prone to getting with people that might betray him.
Uh-oh.
Not the I mean, they wouldn't do anything to you, but the people around you would fall apart. That's the issue.
It's over. I'm just
Yeah.
ending my life.
Based on personality, I'm thinking
Like
a
you would end
hysteria
up
game
in
would
the
be
right
good.
situation at the right time, and you would make it out. That's the thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
How
would.
how widespread are these zombies? Is it just like this little area? Is like if we run far enough, or is like the world already doomed?
Pretty much doomed. It's just how do you maximize survival and like last as long as you can? Do you make it to
I
the
don't
end of
wanna
your
live.
life, or do you... What?
GG.
Yeah, I'm
You
on
just give
simple
up?
Do you want to live?
survivor.
Do you want to live in that world? Not really.
Okay. The giving
Bro, I
up is
can't
a
live
fine
without
option.
Eric.
Okay, wait. Because Hikaru said GG's. Kuro, what are you saying?
I'm saying GG's as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
now I'm
go
taking you.
next.
I'm
Like-
taking
like-
you.
Process
You
of
go next.
elimination was strong there.
World's
They just said
doomed.
GG's. They gave
I
up
know.
immediately.
I know.
I think like my only inspiration for like survival is like if somebody I like somebody that I hold dear to me is still alive and they want to live, okay, then yeah, sure, I'll live. But if they're dead, then what's the point, you know? Like what's the point? I got no games, I can't play League, I can't like
Mhm.
fucking
Yeah.
you know, no shot. I
Every
can't even
day it's
blast
on the
music because
run, you just-
monsters like zombies are like coming after you if you make any
Yeah.
noise, and it's like it's over.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
eat bad food all day. You're just on the run 24/7, like always on edge. Like
Yeah.
everyone's trying to backstab you. Like
Right.
I don't know.
But what about
I
the
can't
hope
play games.
at the
Oh
end
no.
that humanity rebuilds itself? Someone needs
You
to
said
stay
it's
alive
doomed.
for that. But there's hope.
If it's doomed, it's doomed.
Yeah,
if
but
there
what-
was hope, maybe I'd give it a shot.
Yeah,
Maybe.
when you're in the situation, like theoretically, you would be just praying for survival and that if enough nerds live, they can come up with a solution.
Like it depends what phase of it's at. Like I'm willing to give it my best shot if it's like day one
Yeah.
outbreak, because I'm like, okay, maybe the government will step in and like
Sure.
nuke everything, or like you know. But if it's like okay, all the world is collapsing on itself, all the cities are ruined, every supermarket's empty, like I don't want to live there.
That is so fair. So there is also like a threshold. What if you're like fighting to survive and you're like a month in and then it becomes doomed? Do you give up after that 1 month of fighting so hard? Or do you all in and try to pray for any
It
amount of
depends
hope?
where I'm at. Like where am I at? in
You're like,
this,
let's say a couple years sustainable. You manage to find like some supply and you're in a sheltered enough space to where the zombies are not banging down your door.
Oh, yeah. If
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
pulled up at like a Costco or something.
Sure.
You would die.
With like solar panels, and it's just me, and there's like plenty of food, like tons of dry food to last me like
Oh, if it's only you,
years and years. Yeah,
You would
it
get
depends,
raided.
Like
you would get raided 100%
raided by what? Zombies?
by other people that want your food, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what state is the world in? If everybody's dead, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the point? If we're still in the phase that like there's other people, like this is a Costco. These
You need to go to the water. I'm telling
these
you.
guns
It's
are
the best place to be
90%
in.
off. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
5-finger discount on the bullets.
Get someone to
True.
like lug an entire Costco onto a cargo ship and then sail to Antarctica and live there until everything dies down.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That would
That's
actually
a-
work.
Like,
Uh,
how do they sustain themselves, Matt? Like, do they eat each other? What kind of zombies are they?
We're getting into the nitty gritty.
Yeah, I feel
You
like
need to know.
for
These are
the
important.
for the
Yeah.
theoretical, there will be an endless supply of zombies unless they're dealt with, or
Okay,
unless
no,
yeah.
I give up.
Okay.
If there's an endless supply, there's no hope. Like, you just live out your life till you die.
Yep.
But how does an endless supply work if it's through
The endlessly there. Yeah, there's an endless supply of them, and the world is doomed. Then, like, it's just over. Next world, isekai me away.
If
Valid.
an endless supply.
Mm-hmm. For the,
The
only
zombies make children.
for no logistical reason, just for the sake of you can't say you're going to like wait it out
Hold
because
yourself
the-
up and wait it out.
yeah, exactly.
Well, then
'Cause
just
that's the
change
easy
it to
answer.
from like change it to like something with Last of Us and related. Just make it spores.
Okay, they're spores.
If it's
Okay, there we
spores,
go.
I'm definitely getting infected.
Yeah, because you're in
You're
a
supposed
really
to-
condensed area then, so your chance of being the zombie is actually higher than ours.
I'm in a very desert-like area, so I'm good. Damn. Okay, so going to the water definitely still an option.
Yeah. Big boats.
They can't swim.
Mm-hmm.
But if something gets in your boat, you're fucked. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm. You're only fucked in the beginning because I think like if you bring anyone on board that you're not like fully checking out and making sure they're not bitten, then you're fucked if someone gets on board, right? But if you have like 8 to 10 people and everyone is super safe and you all got on the boat before the zombies were even visible, I think you could actually last a while. And you could even like travel then and try to find like civilizations that haven't been hit yet.
Okay, Andre, you gotta bring me. I'm a good judge of character. If there's always gonna be that one guy in the movies that like griefs everything,
There's always that one guy.
I'll pinpoint him and then we kick him off to the zombies if we need to.
I'm down. Handshake.
Yeah, deal.
But I can't send you to negotiations. I feel like if you die, then I would feel guilty for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
No, you carry that guilt and make yourself stronger because I always live in your heart.
No. Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
See, Kuro's not trying to survive, he's trying to write a good narrative. This makes for a really good movie, doesn't it?
Actually, wait. I think that Crow would be a really good night guard because of his fucked up sleep schedule.
Yeah, you keep watch, Kuro.
Don't worry, I'll keep watch for 16 hours, but I gotta sleep for that 8 hours afterwards.
Yeah.
Or maybe, sorry, 12 hours. Keep me on a 32-hour clock.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's actually pretty good though.
Mhm.
Until you need to sleep, and then it's probably terrible because you probably don't wake up
No,
regardless of what's
I
happening outside.
don't wake up.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that would be I think we're all fucked.
Yeah, we are. But I think your strategy would like make us last the longest because with enough food and with enough forewarning on a boat, you could probably go like a year.
For a long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can go for a really long time.
It really just depends on food. If you're able to learn fishing or eat anything based off of necessity, you can extend that because there's really nothing like you're just gonna be adrift at sea at that point, right? That turns into stranded island theoretical. How do you survive on a stranded island? Because really, what's the difference between that and the world being full of zombies? Regardless, you need to live on a stranded island or a boat. So it ends up like coming full circle that way, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, you don't need others to survive at that point. And
Exactly.
you're far away from whatever the fuck is happening.
The only point of
And you also
survivors would
don't
be to
get nuked.
repopulate eventually, and that's
You
true.
don't get nuked, which
Mm-mm.
is another important part.
How strong are these zombies? Like, are they like, are they just fast, or are they like also stronger
They're
than your
strong.
average person? Oh,
They're strong.
so like no amount of knowing martial arts or anything is gonna help
You might be able to win your ones. I think as soon as there's like 3 or more, you're doomed. You're gonna get bit. But you can definitely win your ones. If there's just one guy at any given moment, you can knock his ass out.
Even one guy is pretty hard, depending
hard.
on weight class.
If
Yeah,
he's faster than you,
Yeah.
it's already pretty hard.
yeah. But you have to think like adrenaline and also the desire to survive is gonna kick in for you, and like human instincts, and you will probably come out on top.
He
Against
has to
one.
bite you once
That's true. That's
to
true.
win. Like that's kind of overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even if it doesn't infect you, like, even if you don't turn into a zombie, like, just getting chunked
Yeah.
by a bite from something is lethal. It's
Or
absolutely
like if
lethal.
you
Mhm.
if it just like knocks you over hard enough, you break your leg or something. You
Now
don't
you're
have to
fucked.
fight you.
Yeah, yeah.
you're
You're,
like-
like, you're kind of chalked in a survival situation.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh my god. God forbid anything medically goes wrong. You get sick or you get injured in this world, you are instantly fucked.
Yeah,
You're fucked. It's GG's at that point. Might as well
things
go
just snowball from there.
next. Yep, I'm thinking about it. Yep, that's a go next angle. Ah, that sucks. How do you... Okay, the water is definitely a safe option. Now I'm thinking, like, instead of one of us, what if the 4 of us, like, we just spawn in the same building? We're like Project Zomboid.
On in the same
What if
Like, we just
go
happen to be in the same
space
building.
and we like do that thing where we like freeze dried food and drink your recycled water over and over again?
Oh my god, I can think of it. We're in a convention. We meet up one year. We're all there. You know,
Dude, the
we're doing a
convention would be
hysteria
the worst
meetup,
place to
and
be.
then alarm. Public
Zombie
safety
apocalypse.
warning. Unknown virus is spread throughout the city. Evacuate immediately to the nearest safety shelter. What do we do?
We're done.
That
GG's.
sounds like a really good movie or video game featuring hysteria. That goes absolutely belligerently hard because we'd be like, yeah, at a con setting first. And like Anju said, that is probably the worst time for a zombie outbreak to happen because one person in the con, we are fucked. But
Mass hysteria.
wait, that's the name of the game! That's the name of the game! Or the movie! Wait, we're cooking. Zombie mass hysteria. Nope! Trademark. No one steal this. It's bullshit if you do.
seen that game where it's like
Pedro.
Pedro. Have you guys seen those games where it's like weird humanoid creatures suddenly make their way on Earth, and it's a game. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but you're supposed to like survive inside your home, and these creatures are going to try and make their way inside your home, and they have like weird signs or tells so you can know if it's like an actual person or if it's like one of those creatures. Like for example, one of the tells was like their teeth are completely perfect.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Oh,
and
like,
the
that's not my
sun.
neighbor.
Yes. something like that,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
I imagine
saw it, like yesterday or something.
the four of us are locked inside a house together,
Mhm.
and we have to make sure that none of these things make their way inside our home.
Now he's coming in.
Yeah, and then a goth girlie knocks, and we're all doomed.
Yeah,
Now
GG's,
you-
guys.
we're cooked.
Now we're cooked.
I pre-opened the door.
Andrew and Mal are opening that door immediately.
I'm not opening that door. I'm not opening it. I would heavily consider it.
Okay, we will die, but we will have like a 90% success rate until we do. I feel like we're just gonna fuck up once, right? And that's all that you need to fuck up before you die. And that's kind of like unfair because we would probably get it right most of the time. But it's inevitable.
The way it works is if you let one in,
Mhm.
they will like slowly start killing everyone in your house.
Yeah, we're
So
chopped.
imagine it's the four of us. If we make a mistake and we let someone in that we shouldn't, assuming that it's the first one that we let in and it's wrong, then one of us would die.
So we get 4 lives. If you think of it like
Basically,
that.
yeah. If you wanna, well, 3, because once you're alone, break in and kill you.
Yeah, that's true. I like our chances.
Because only one of us dies each time we fuck up.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I don't think
I
we
think
fuck
Hikaru
up
would
that
just
much.
shoot anyone that tries to stay in the room.
Oh my god, trying to argue and deliver with Hikaru would be impossible. Because he would just try to shoot everyone.
Pretty much.
He'd be like, that one's slightly sus. And there's like almost nothing wrong with them. Just pop! Frame 1.
I think I'd play it pretty safe. I mean, like, that doesn't help my case. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Yeah, you're gonna play it real safe. You're going to set up like a Home Alone shotgun in front of the doorway. Someone opens the door, they just get blasted on entry. See? No problems, guys. No one enters. That's gonna be your solution, is shotgun trap.
Oh, the other thing about the game is
Mhm.
eventually these like scientists or people that are claiming to be looking for a cure or better ways to pinpoint these skinwalkers, they come to your home, and if you have a lot of people, they will ask randomly to take one of them in order to test them.
Oh.
So they take the people in your house with them.
Mm-hmm. This game seems lit.
Yep. So you can't just accept one and then play it safe. You have to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, I like that. I'm surprised I never heard of that. Sick. Podcast. I'm not human. When did this come out?
A long time ago. It's been in. It had like a beta version that you could play. I think it got updated recently from what I'm seeing.
I see. Cool.
Is it released? Let me check. Oh no, the demo is still. But, the updated demo is here. Sunday, June 8th. So
That's
Wait.
today. That's
that's
today.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's right now today. Whoa, that is a weird coincidence.
That's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. Holy shit! Wait. Whoa.
Whoa, hey, yeah. Which one of us is not human?
Yeah. Hold
No.
on. Wait a minute.
Let me roll for that. It's Ikaru.
That's crazy.
You wanna know why? He's a wolf.
Guys, it's not me.
Uh-huh.
I
Smile.
swear.
That's his go-to strat in any social deception game. He plays Among Us or Lockdown. It's him. Guys, it's not me.
It's not me.
It's not me. Don't do it. Don't vote me. It's not me. He runs that every time. Dude, freaking, I want to play. Can we do that? Can we do co-stream? Like, Anju, for example, if you download it and play it on stream, I sit and call with you and we play it like that, like I deliberate.
I would be so down to do that.
Yeah.
That is such a fun concept. Who would you take? I give up. I give up. Okay, I'm taking Mel. That was funny.
They just quit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I can't work with that.
Because it'd be day one and then they're just laying on the floor, like accepting
Pretty
it.
much.
Yeah, ready, Hikaru? 3, 2, 1. Okay.
That's insane.
That's insane. That is insane. That is an insane thing to say.
Holy shit.
That was so dark.
TOS.
That was so dark, but he said it so cheerfully.
I would kick you, motherfuckers. Not out of the house. I mean, I'd like back to your senses.
I thought you meant out.
No,
Like,
yeah,
kick them out the
Nah,
Xbox
I got
360
it.
party.
I got the message. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah. Just like in the manner when
Lock
it's like,
in.
yeah.
And that is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Where can we find each of us? You can find me at tempomaou on all platforms.
You can find me at corvuskuro on all platforms as well.
You can find me as anjuvalse on Twitter and on Twitch.
And you can find me as Hikaru VTuber on most places, or Hikaru_kun on Twitch.
See you next time for another episode. Tell your friends and make sure to stop by for more topics and fun segments that you can engage with. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.